Mr. Juha van Zelfde is course director of Shadow Channel, MA Film Design and Propaganda at Zandberg Institute in the Netherlands. He will talk about Shadow Channel, the making of a new master in film design and propaganda at Zandberg Institute.
Good morning, and thank you all for being here this morning, and thanks to the organization. I was told that if you say you are nervous, it magically disappears. So from now on, I will no longer be nervous, and you can trust me. You can also trust me, I just heard, because I am a teacher, which is second on the list, and my partner is a nurse, who's first on the list. So what I'm about to say is the truth. I will show 4 clips from a film that we made with Dutch artist Metahaven, which is called The Sprawl, Propaganda about Propaganda. And then I will read out the terms and services of Shadow Channel and end with a first station, ident. And hopefully that is 10 minutes. So. And the artists call it Truth Futurism. And if I can ask my friends at the technology behind to dim the light so we can show the videos.
Мы заблудились в средневековом информационном тумане. Мы знали, что запросто сами могли распространять недостоверную информацию, но ничего не могли с собой поделать.
The idea of a completely self-transparent global grid by which every event, every molecule, everything could be addressed, could be accounted for, could be calculated, could be governed according to some algorithmic principles such that nothing could escape because there is no outside, is itself, at the very least, an incomplete ambition. And at one end, and at the other, a kind of dangerous psychosis.
With the MH17 photographs of the missile launcher, how they're framed becomes just as important as the fact that they were allowed to be entered into a conversation or like uploaded into the conversation. And that framing then becomes as important as the existence of the image, if not more. And so that's why I think the indexical of for example, captioning or circling parts of, highlighting the blurs of the image and giving them a kind of narrative expression becomes so tricky and makes the work of credibility and verifiability even more important. So you get that sort of forensic or scientific impetus, like who can test the image against these verifiable factors of where it comes from. And I think that is makes people enormously nervous. It makes me enormously nervous on some level.
At the level of the interface, though, I think longer term, this is where the capacity for a kind of a real splintering in the way in which we perceive reality at a political level is possible. If you think of something like augmented reality, right? Google Glass or Microsoft HoloLens or Facebook's Rift or something like this. What you have in a way is a kind of an immediate lamination of a narration of the real that is brought directly into how it is we perceive that reality. So it's not just I see a person across the room, but I see their name, their information about them. Any interfacial regime, whether that's Google or Microsoft or anything else, is a way in which this enormously complex system of the vast, global supercomputational network is made simple enough, is narrated enough that people can make use of it. In the course of doing so, this incredible reduction takes place. And in that reduction of all the possibilities into just a set of buttons with words on them that you can click, there is inevitably a highly ideological distortion of all of those possibilities into a framework.
It's all about destroying belief in anything. When you have no belief in truth, then you can't believe in anything.
In recent years, high-definition video is democratized as a medium. Online platforms have lowered the cost of uploading and distributing films to zero. Social media are dominated by streaming video. Anyone with a smartphone has a movie camera at their disposal, and it's now completely natural to think, sketch, and communicate in video. HD is the new A4. Tutors and students at the Sandberg Institute Design Department have, since the department's inception in the early 90s, been at the forefront of this development. The department's new and radical approach to moving image began to eat away at the edges of film and cinema. Many experimental graphic designers started to present their ideas via moving image installations, online videos, and eventually feature films. To channel this momentum of an emerging movement of makers who embrace new approaches to filmmaking, we are launching, actually next week, Saturday, a week from now, the new 2-year postgraduate program, Shadow Channel. Shadow Channel is a utopian platform commissioning, streaming, and distributing counter-narratives created by underrepresented voices in response to platform capitalism, post-truth politics, and the rise of neo-fascism. Students of Shadow Channel will operate as a renegade production studio, running a deep stream narrating the real, playing short and long-form documentaries, music videos, and live feeds in the shadows of the internet. Responding in real time to real-world issues, revealing and reflecting on the dominance of film and design, and the dread, desire, and dizziness of reading controlling the human condition. Amongst his tutors are artists, activists, and academics such as Ash Sarkar, Nina Power, Johan Grimonpress, Janan Alani, Lawrence Abu Hamdan, Akugo Emejulu, Kate Cooper, Cecil B. Evans, Sam Rolfs, Michael Oswell, Metahaven, Workflow, Gaika, and China Amobi. This curriculum of Shadow Channel is divided into 3 parts: a back-end, a front-end, and a context section. The back-end section will dissect the technological apparatus of ubiquitous video, updating software skills, developing media literacy, and creating a deep understanding of informational sprawl. The front-end section will amplify visual direction, critical storytelling, and effective power, opening up a landscape of languages for maximum impact. Lastly, the context section will look at what's at stake before and beyond the work and the way of working, grounding the artist in the present and presenting a multitude of memories of the future. During the 2-year program, the channel will stream from the deep web and from within cinemas, clubs, galleries, and festivals across the Netherlands and beyond. We're also looking for partners. Students of Shadow Channel will curate, promote, and produce these events, and they will attempt to expand the discourse around art and activism, and push the possibility, potential, and poignancy of what art can do. As author Ursula K. Le Guin rallies us all, resistance and change often begin in art. Another world is possible. There is an alternative. Demand the future. Thank you very much.